Hey, Henry. With Eli stepping in for the Mississippi State game, just what do you see from his play, and how much have you seen maybe his confidence grow from that?
Yeah, I think his numbers speak for itself. So definitely being able to see him out there and celebrate with him and see all his hard work pay off. Because Eli's a guy who comes in every single day and works his tail off. He's been in the film room, been in the weight room, and been with the athletic staff to be able to make the player that he is that you guys seen on Saturday. So definitely excited for him. He's going back to where he was before this, but super excited for him. Happy he's on our team, and has a bright future.
So you already saw a dual threat quarterback this year in KJ Jefferson, but from the early looks at the film, how does Jaden Daniels kind of compare and contrast to him?
They're two totally different guys, two guys that can do the same thing. But I feel like Jaden is a really elusive guy. He's so fast. He's almost like a running back. So quick in and out of his cuts, and he can throw the ball too. So, I think Jaden's going to be a huge problem for us this weekend, being able to scheme up for him and tackle him in space. But super excited about him. He's definitely one of those quarterbacks you got to prepare for. And you got to tackle well, you got to practice well to be able to go against guys like that. But we have a great scout team that will prepare us for him, and we're going to be ready for this week.
Henry, I know you had him here last year. I'm not sure if you played at LSU with your time at Tennessee. I was wondering if you've never played a night game there, what have teammates told you about them and how difficult that is to go into that environment and try to get a win?
Yeah, I've never played there. Never played them while I was at Tennessee, but I've seen videos of there, like of when Joe Burrow and them was there, and their walkout and their stadium and how crazy it is. So, every SEC school is gonna be crazy, but definitely going into that stadium, LSU, I'm super excited about it. I know it's going to be jumping. We've been in some hostile environments too. Had a couple of away games. So it's about how we prepare and how we go into there and how we handle that kind of situation. So definitely going to be huge for us. I'm excited to be able to, go in somebody else's house and play in their backyard again.
Just given some of the road game issues and the anxiety, I guess, of some of the Tennessee game, is there an approach that the leadership is taking to alleviate that going into a game that's obviously going to be one of the most crazy environments?
Yeah, I think it all just comes down to us leadership of leading an example of, practicing well, having guys on the same page. After that Tennessee loss, definitely having guys, taking notes, being attentive to everything that we do, because I think that's what causes anxiety and us going out there and not being sure of what we're doing, especially when you're away. You have, your back's against the walls. 100,000 people hate you and want you to lose. So I think it's about how we practice and how we approach practice and how we get the guys going throughout the week so that we don't have that anxiety, going to Saturday.
What stood out to you about the way that LSU has changed under Brian Kelly, and what's maybe impressed you about that in his first year?
LSU is always going to be LSU, but definitely how they've adapted to him. And, knowing his time at Notre Dame, he recruited me while I was at Notre Dame, so definitely how they brazzed him in and took his teachings, took his ways and his coaching to be able to be the team that they are now. They're a really good team this year.
Henry, Brian, when we talked to him last week, said that the defense wasn't going to let the Tennessee game define them. Just how do you think the defense responded against Mississippi State? And then after the bye week, just kind of what's y'all's focus heading into this last stretch of the regular season?
One game doesn't define you, how many points you get scored. It's about how you respond to something. If you take it as a loss, then it's going to be a loss. But, we try to look at it as a lesson to be able to know what we need to fix, how we need to, operate as a defense, as 11 guys on the field. But this bye week was huge for us, kind of going over our goals, going over the things that we struggled with through these past, I think, 8 games that we played. So definitely was a huge thing for us to be able to go through our run goals, our pass goals, our explosive plays goals. So trying to harp on that and take this throughout the rest of the season.
One of the storylines coming into this week is Eli Ricks returning to Baton Rouge, and obviously you've had experience with that this year, going back to Knoxville. Is there any advice that you're giving him coming into this week?
I haven't talked to him yet. We all just got back from our, our little 3-day break that we had from here. But if I had something to say to him, just be ready. Just play your ball, play your game. Your plays will come, and external noise is external noise. You're Alabama now. You're with us.
With today being Coach Saban's birthday, do you guys have any plans to celebrate with him?
Dunk him in the cold tub. No, I'm playing. That's not going to go well. But no, practice with, we got practice today, so just go out and practice. Probably sing him happy birthday before practice. But, coach is strictly business, so I don't think he sees this as his birthday. I ain't going to lie.
You kind of stole my last question. That was my last question was about had you talked to Eli Ricks about what he had said?
Yeah, I mean, just play his ball, you know. I mean, like I said before, I'm super excited. I know he's super excited too. So, you know, from my experience, you know, just try to, you know, block out the external noise. You know, of course, their fans are gonna have something to say about him, but just do his best that he can to play his ball. Appreciate you guys.